Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jay, and I'm back with a Black Ops 2 video. I uploaded too many Black Ops 2 videos, but that's kind of the point of today's video. I really want to talk, or I've noticed that I haven't really talked about Black Ops 2 enough on my channel, considering it is my favorite game of all time, in any aspect, really, not just a shooter. And it's definitely by far my favorite Call of Duty. It's my best Call of Duty. I think it ran the smoothest. I don't know about ran the smoothest, actually. Infinity Ward does a pretty good job at running Call of Duty smoothly, but it just kind of like, it fit my playstyle really well, and its competitive scene was just absolutely incredible. But today's gameplay is, I think it's like a double nuclear fail. I think I get on like a 28 or 29 gun streak or something like that, and then I get on like another 25 gun streak at the end of the game. One of those, something like that, on the map Meltdown, I believe it's called. And it's just playing with myself and Mr. X Wang, X Buncher, something like that. Some guy I played with 3 years ago, 4 years ago, who used to be my buddy. We'd get on in the morning every single day, and play for about 6 hours, and just try and drop gameplays like nukes, and just like help each other out, which is pretty cool. But anyways, so I kind of want to talk about a few of my highlights when it comes to Black Ops 2. And the first one I really want to talk about is my best achievement, probably my favorite achievement in all of Call of Duty, and that is getting to 3rd place in the world in free-for-all for a week. It was the weekly ranking, and so yeah, I was third place. I'll have a screenshot of that at the end of the video so you guys can see for yourself. I'm not lying, and it is using my Quickscope's Fire gamer tag, not my MJ Jarrett one. So basically, the reason why you guys don't see any, or before I get into that free-for-all video explanation, the reason why you guys don't see any MJ Jarrett gameplays when it comes to Black Ops 2 is because with all the other games, so I don't know my MJ Jarrett password or email, to be honest with you. I don't know what the email is. So I called Sony and I was like, hey, my PSN is MJ Jarrett 23. Can you guys tell me my email? And they said no, or yes, but you need to tell us the pin on your PS3. I was like, the pin on my PS3. I threw that thing out like 3-4 years ago, like when I last used it, because I played so much PS3. If you guys don't know, that it ended up burning out, and my parents refused to buy me another one because they didn't really know how good I was at the game. And I tried to explain to them how good I was, but they didn't really get it. Parents, right? So I said, look, I don't know. I don't know what my pin is on the PS3. I threw it out a long time ago. But could you guys please just give me my email? They said no, but if you guess emails, we can tell you if you're right or wrong. So I guessed every single relevant email that I've ever used in my life. And to this day, I have no idea how I didn't guess it. Like, I swear I used the right. One of those emails had to be right, but they didn't say it was right. So, and if they told me which one it was, I could have been able to say what the password was easily, because I know what password fits with what email. But oh well. So you'll never be able to. So you will be able to see MJ Jarrett gameplays from every other Call of Duty, because for some reason in Black Ops 2 you can't look at other people's gameplays from other people's, like from your friends' from your friends' accounts. So what I would do for Black Ops 1 is I would go to my friend's account, and my friend's account is friends. It's friends online with MJ Jarrett, and I could see my own gameplays from his account. But for some reason in Black Ops 2 you can't do that, which is really frustrating. So anyways, back to the story. So yeah, my favorite achievement ever was getting 3rd in the world, and the story behind that is, so I'd gotten every single important title. I think the ones that I really wanted were Nuclear Killer, Chain Killer, and yeah, those are probably like the two, like, because you know when you in your player card, there's 3 titles that appear when someone clicks on your player card. So the first 2 were Nuclear Killer and Chain Killer, and the other one was like Headshot Master or some stupid thing, right? It just looked cool. But it wasn't actually that cool, and I was like, damn, you know, I really want that hidden title called Nuked Out. And Nuked Out, what Nuked Out is it's going 30-0 in free-for-all. In a free-for-all game without using any kill streaks, so it's 30-0 gun kills. So I would use counter UAV, VSAT, and I grinded on like free-for-all for eternity. And I did it for like 2 months. And so during one of those weeks in those 2 months, I got this gameplay where I think I was using like an LMG. I don't remember the names of the guns that well in this game. It's been a while, but one of the LMGs was like that sight that could see through walls or something. Millimeter scanner. I think that's what it was. I don't remember. It was like a really weird class, and I don't know why I was using it. Or maybe it was I picked it up or something. But oh, here's pretty nice. I have like this nice little shotgun. Around. That's the final kill cam, baby. So I picked up that gun, I think, and I ended up going 30-0. And I'm like, oh great, nuclear killer, I got it. Thank God it took so long. But I checked my scoreboard, and the score says like 30,000 or whatever it says, like as if I got 30 kills. But my actual kills was 29. I was so confused. I was like, how did I get 29 kills but a score of 30? Didn't make any sense to me. And for that reason, I didn't end up getting the nuked out title. Because I technically got 30 kills, but for some reason, one of them didn't count. So I went back and watched the game, and I remembered that Black Ops 2 decided to do something really stupid, which was they didn't count assisted suicides as kills. So in previous games, if you got an assisted suicide, which is, you know, you shoot someone, and while you're shooting them, they fall off the map or something, or they blow themselves up. I don't know, something like that. I got an assisted suicide, and it didn't count for the kill. So that was really rough for me, and I was really upset. And I never actually ended up getting the nuked out title. I tried for a long time, and I figured out that it's really hard. So I don't game with a headset. I used to game with a headset, but it broke, and I never really figured out how to use headsets for sound. And it's such an important thing. Maybe not in Black Ops 2 as much, but it's still important. Like there's still perks, you know, dead silence and awareness that, you know, it helps in Black Ops 2 to have a headset, and I just never played with one, and it never really hindered me in something like domination because it's so fast paced, and you can use the mini map and like where your teammates are to really, you know, you'll know where the opponent is at all times. You can position yourself in such a way so that you'll be able to always outgun them, which is how I always see domination as. But with something like with Search and Destroy, I just kind of had to like do the same thing. But it was also harder for me because when I played against people who had headsets, I really had to crouch and like walk the whole game. Like I really couldn't run except for at the beginning to get to my route. So in free for all, it's a pretty slow-paced game, to be honest, that I really needed a headset, and there was that one chance that I had where I should have got it, but didn't happen. So that's my favorite accomplishment. And then my second favorite accomplishment of all time in Call of Duty, actually going 30-0 in free for all in Modern Warfare 3 was pretty cool. But I uploaded that video, so you guys should go check that out. It's a cool little MOAB, 30-0. But my second favorite one is 6v6 domination on the map Slums, going 120 and 10. 120 kills is my most kills of all time, excluding games of Demolition, because Demolition can take up to like 20-25 minutes, where I think I've almost dropped 200 kills in Demolition, but it doesn't really count, right? So in Domination 6v6, not Ground War, I got 120 kills. That was an insane game, and of course, being as stupid as I am, so you only have a certain amount of available slots that you can save gameplays onto in your file share on Black Ops 2. I think it's 8. And I remember I had 2 games on Slums, and I just dropped a nuclear, and it's like, oh, I'll put this here. So one of the games on Slums was 120 and 10, and the other one was like probably some shitty nuclear that no one really cares about. And I was too lazy to go and check which one it was. I was like, oh, okay, like I'm 99% sure that this one is the 120 and 10 one, so I won't delete that. Turns out I ended up deleting 120 and 10 one. I don't have it anymore, but I do have a screenshot of it because of course I took a picture of it. So I'll post that at the end of the video too. So I'll have those 2 screenshots at the end of the video. So yeah, that was, I honestly don't remember anything about that game just because I've never really watched it. It's not on my file share anymore. So I don't even remember what gun I was using or what happened, but I just remember I went 120 and 10 with attack helicopter or whatever the hell, I forgot what it's called in this game. It's not called attack helicopter, it's called something else. But that was my highest kill streak, so they were all gun kills. I think I was just going down. And then my other, do I have anything else in this? I mean, like, this is easily my best competitive game. Like, I would play on God, what do they call it? I don't remember combat, no. There was some setting in this game that I forgot the name of, that it was only competitive players played on it, so I'd get like a squad of 4, including myself, and we'd go, and like I was definitely the best at like competitive in this game, as opposed to other games. I really watched a lot of competitive because this game really catered to competitive gaming, as opposed to many of the Call of Duties that we play now. And it's just kind of sad that like competitive scene just isn't really as cool anymore. Like the games kind of suck. No one really wants to play. Like you know, if the competitive players could, they would easily play, you know, Black Ops 2 again, because this was just by far the best game for competitive gaming. And honestly, I think it was better than every other Call of Duty that came after it. I'm trying to think of, you know, maybe Ghosts. No, Ghosts sucked. Advanced Warfare sucked. Like Black Ops 3 is okay, I guess. And then Infinite Warfare kind of sucks. It's kind of sad these days that I pick up Call of Duty and I can't do anything, but I guess that's what happens when you don't play. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, it's just me my little talk about Black Ops 2. Feel free to subscribe, drop a like, do whatever you want. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Peace.